All right, so yesterday I went and did 2 coats of the Marvel it's vinyl black repair, I think is what it's called. Let me open this up. Ultimate black. So all of the body plastic around this thing was very gray and kind of just chalky looking. So I took about 2 hours yesterday, went around the van a couple of times, really got it in there. You could tell a big difference between the trim and this step because it was all about that color, this gray. But it looks really good now. But now the wheels are really letting it down. So we're going to go ahead and clean those up, and then we'll spray those real quick just to make them look a little nicer. They don't have to be 100%, but yeah, every little bit counts. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the step. I'm not sure if I'm keeping it or if I'm going to get rid of it. So I'm just leaving it like it is for right now. But so I've got some 409 and a rag. We're going to clean up the wheels real good, and then I'm going to tape off the rubber part of the wheel a little bit, or the tire a little bit, and do some spraying. All right, so a little 409, a little scrubbing, got most of the crap out there. Some of the stuff is going to come up, but that's going to be behind the cap anyway. I'm more worried about here where it's all rubbed off. So I'm going to tape up around the outside of the wheel here, just so I don't get too much overspray on the tire, and then we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I cleaned up the body plastic here the other day, and it really made the caps and the wheels look like crud. So I got some of this Universal Advanced Formula Rust-Oleum Satin Primer and paint all in one. It's good for plastics. This is the first coat. They look way better than they did a few minutes ago. Now I'm gonna go out here and respray the wheels gray, and we'll see what that looks like. So we'll do another coat here in a little bit once these have dried out. All right, so that looks about 1,000,000 times better than it did. Only problem is this can of paint started leaking all over the place. So when I went to shake it back up, it sprayed paint all over the place. Got all over my hands. But I found that this piece of folder actually worked better. I just shoved it into between the tire and the thing, and it was working better than the tape until it started spewing paint. So yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that, but looks a lot better. I can always clean up the rest with so much better than it looked like before. And now we're on to the next wheel. Okay, I really don't like this can. It's getting paint everywhere, and then I forget that it's leaking, and I go to shake it and it splatters. So, but it is working, so it looks pretty nice. So only got 2 wheels left. I may have enough paint to do both wheels. I may not. I'm not sure. We're just gonna knock it out. Okay, so I got 1 coat on each wheel. The can started really making a mess. I've got it all over my hands because it was leaking out the spray nozzle. But they look a lot better. I do have a little bit of run on a couple of them because there was just so much paint coming out at different times that it was hard to keep control of. You can see that's how much it was dripping out the nozzle. So, but we did get all 4 wheels covered. Not too bad. Looks a lot better than it did. So the caps should have 2 coats. If I wanted to, I could come back and do another coat, but I think for now they look good. So we're just gonna call that wonderful, and we'll get the caps on them real quick, and we'll get a before and after. All right, so caps are on. That looks pretty good. I should figure out what paint that was in case I need to order some more, huh? Alright, this is part number 249130, metallic silver nickel, Rust-Oleum Universal Advanced Formula satin nickel. Alright, at least now I know.